Table Group was actually founded over 20 years ago by Patrick Lencioni. And when it was founded as a consulting firm, pretty much doing what we still do today, roundtables with executive teams. But Patrick today is probably better known as a New York Times bestselling author and a speaker. But the company today, it has about 45 principal consultants, of which I am one, and I've been on our consulting leadership team in the past. And we work with organizations of all sizes, and I'll come back to that in just a second. But in addition to the consulting arm, the Table Group is kind of an idea factory around all things organizational health, trying to improve the world of work. You know, in this industry, digital transformation, all things finance. I mean, you can imagine the conversations around the table when it comes to product roadmaps, how we're going to spend money, how we're going to deploy our talent. And because up until COVID, you know, we've had a pretty robust economy, the war for talent has made it difficult to hire as many people as you want. So you can imagine in conference rooms, the debate and sometimes the politics that can emerge around those topics. And so to really win and to transform a really smart industry, you've got to be able to have very transparent, very forthcoming conversations, debate, sometimes arguments, and ultimately you're going to have to make decisions that everybody can commit to. So, you know, when we look at how our work has helped, I think it's really helped because we help teams come together and have better conversations, all rooted deeply in trust. I've known Patrick for almost a decade. And when Patrick came on to be the Chief Innovation Officer at Quantic, I met Steve Schnell, the founder, and they weren't quite ready. I mean, they had a branch in Queens and they wanted to go after this, but the timing wasn't right. And so fast forward about a year, beginning in the fourth quarter of last year, we began our partnership formally. And really, it's the services that we offer are really at the executive team level. That's where it really starts. We want to make sure that the executive team is tight, is cohesive, that people know one another better than they've ever known one another before, that they understand work styles and preferences. They're able to give people the benefit of the doubt. So our initial body of work starts with the executive team, getting them tight. And then we walked through, I think, some really dynamite work with regard to helping them answer 6 simple but critically important questions, from like, why do we exist? How are we going to behave? That's your core values. And what do we do? That's a simple business definition. And then question 4, which is very important, and that is like, how are we going to succeed? So what are the 3 anchors, not 2, not 4, but 3 anchors filters through which we're going to make big decisions and little decisions? And then question 5, what's most important right now? So think in terms of like 90-day sprints, getting everybody aligned to really go after something for 90, 120, maybe 60 days. And then lastly, just be really clear on roles and responsibilities, which has been important for Quantic because they've really, they've done a lot of hiring. And, you know, when you do a lot of hiring, you have to make sure that people understand, you know, who does what, and who's responsible for what, and what does success measurement look like.